Well, good morning. Today's the first day in a while as a deacon I've had the opportunity to be at the 9:30 Mass to preach. And a new normal, of course, if you haven't noticed, I've got a four-wheel walker, and that's my new normal. For years I was using a cane, and the cane worked, but after a couple of falls, my wife suggested I should get a walker. I did not want to get a walker. The walker is for old people. And after I turned 90 years old, I knew my wife was right. So now we have our four-wheel walker, and I'm encouraging others of you who may have a cane or on the fence to do it. It really helps a lot. And as an aside, I think in 1990, President George H.W. Bush signed the American Disabilities Act. At the time he signed that act, I thought to myself, what a waste of money. What are we spending all that money for? And all of a sudden, guess who has a parking pass in his car? Guess who uses the parking spot? Guess who goes over the curbs? They're no longer curbs. You go up the doors, you push a button, the doors open. There's so many things that have happened since that time. I was so dead wrong. So dead wrong. Well, now for the homily. Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Those are pretty powerful words spoken by the good thief. And on this feast of Christ the King, how do we get Jesus to remember us? Or for that matter, how do we get anybody we come in contact with to remember us? Let's face it, we all like to be recognized or remembered. It's nice to have people know who we are. And we really enjoy it when the head waiter at our favorite restaurant greets us at the door and takes us to our favorite table. Or even we enjoy it when the counter person at the local dry cleaners knows our name when we walk in there. We enjoy hearing our name. Our ego already gets a boost when somebody says our name, or somebody a couple of levels above us at work, particularly the boss. If he knows our name, that's absolutely great. But if we enjoy being remembered, how do we remember others, especially those who we might consider small potatoes, people we don't really know much about? It's so easy to remember the boss's wife's name. That's a given. It helps me. But do you remember the name of the bagger at Jewel or Heinen's? They have a name tag on, and when they're packing the bags, why don't you say thank you? Let them know you appreciate what you're doing. Thank you, George. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Letitia, whatever it is. If you're eating out of the restaurant and the busboy comes up to pour water in your glass, do you say thank you? You know, half of the time they don't speak good English, but they do understand a smile and they do understand a thank you. So in today, Christ on Calvary, the good thief, has this wonderful opportunity, and he asks Jesus, and he says, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Through all his pain and grief hanging on the cross, Jesus does not ignore him. He lovingly says, this day you will be with me in paradise. So the question before us today is, will Jesus remember us? Or are we too busy feathering our own nest, trying to make too much money and not thinking of others? Will Jesus remember us? How do we get Jesus to remember us? We get Jesus to remember us when we remember others. We get Jesus to remember us when we remember others. In the approach, in today's, excuse me. Okay, excuse me. Great. Not according to plan here. Okay, excuse me. As we approach this Christmas season is a wonderful time for us to do good for others. And we are in the hope that Jesus will remember us. Christmas time is a great time to use our time, our talent, and our treasure to remember others. This week's bulletin, if you pick it up, is just full of all kind of opportunities to help somebody this Christmas. The bulletin has, you can drop off grocery bags every Sunday in the truck behind the church. We never have enough groceries. The Women's Club is sponsoring a pajama drive. Befriend a family could always use your assistance. The annual campaign for human development is this weekend. And this campaign has an envelope in your envelopes. To those of you who still get envelopes, and if you forgot to use it today, you can use it next week. I know they'll take it. Blessed are you who share your time, talent, and treasure with others. You will be remembered. Blessed are you who share your treasure with others. You will be remembered. Blessed are you who help clothe the naked and feed the poor and help the sick. You will be remembered. I'm going to read one of my favorite passages from Scripture that really applies to today's gospel. It's from the New Testament. It's from James. It's chapter 2, verses 12 through 17. Quote, "My brothers and sisters, what good is it to profess faith without practicing it? Such faith has no power to save one, has it? If a brother or sister has nothing to wear and no food for the day, and you say to them, 'Goodbye, good luck, keep warm, eat well, and fed,' but do not meet their bodily needs, what good is that? So it is with the faith that is nothing in practice. It is just basically lifeless." That reading really ties up this whole homily together, particularly that verse number 16. If a brother or sister has nothing to wear and no food for the day, and you say to them, "Goodbye, good luck, keep warm, well fed," but you do not meet their bodily needs, what good is that? What good is that? We all have been so blessed. We really can't outgive God. No matter how much I try, no matter what I give, what I think I'm doing, He always stays about 100,000 steps ahead of me. You cannot outgive God. So this is my closing thought. Someday, each one of us will have to stand before the throne of God in judgment. And as we stand before Christ our King, I hope and pray that He will say to each one of us, "I remember you because you remembered others, the homeless, the hungry, the thirsty, the sick. You remembered me by remembering others. Well done, good and faithful servant. Welcome into my kingdom."
Thank you for participating in the digital liturgy today. The digital ministry touches the lives of many people, as does almost 80 other ministries here at OLPH. Grateful for the community that connects to OLPH through this digital forum. It's unbelievable how many people are able to access the liturgy and other events because of this ministry. Please consider supporting OLPH. All of your sacrifices to sustain this parish and to keep moving us into the future. Thank you very much, and keep watching.